Alright, welcome to Menu Heroes Digest. Today, we've got a lot to digest.
Yes. I've been digesting this game. Or games.
Yes, this is the, let me see it.
Yeah, the Capcom Fighting Collection.
Capcom Fighting Collection.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with a whole bunch of fighting games,
Yes.
10 classic titles.
Yes. And while, yes, it is mostly Darkstalkers, it has at least 2 that were never released in the U.S., so that's a good thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And a couple QR coupons for things.
Bonus music and artwork.
Yeah, I need to enter
And
that. There's probably
Capcom Arcade Stadium, so...
Do I need to buy that separately?
Here you guys go.
Dude.
No, I'm just kidding. They can't read it.
Okay. Do you need to buy
So
Capcom
it's E0. It's funny how it expires in 2099.
Well, hey, I'll at least have it if we make it that far.
So this game
Yes.
is
Yes.
trash.
But joke's on you, it's in my Switch right now, so, yeah.
Alright, so let's get started.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
we said we have a lot, but in reality it's like 4 articles.
It's mostly Nintendo Direct. Let's be
Yes.
real.
And I'll be honest, when I heard it was a partner direct, I instantly thought of like the Indie World ones, and I was like, not really exciting.
I mean, there were some good things coming from Indie World, but, it's not the big thing. They're not announcing Breath of the Wild 2 and not
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3, okay?
But
Sorry, guys.
I was surprised because it didn't occur to me these are third-party
Yeah.
titles.
And we'll get more to that in a minute, but unfortunately, the franchise that we won't cover, nor will Nintendo really do much of for a while now, is F-Zero.
Press F in the chat, boys.
Yep. Press in the chat for Captain Falcon. Ain't gonna be Falcon punching anything in the near future.
Yes, if we are to take these reports to be true. So, 40,000 US dollars were spent on Nintendo stock. Specifically 100 shares.
Sorry, I had to do it.
And this was bought by a fan who wanted to ask the Japanese publisher about F-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
So on June 29th, during an annual shareholding meeting, an investor called in and asked Nintendo president if the company had considered bringing back fan favorite franchises, specifically F-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
So
15 years,
15
guys.
years.
15 years.
This fan is he lives in Japan. So he had purchased enough shares to gain access to the meeting, but he wasn't guaranteed to get a question in. So the fact that he considered that a bonus.
Yeah?
The president responded with, "It is ridiculous."
It's ridiculous. How dare you come in here and how dare you speak that franchise's name?
No, it says it is
Away with you.
realistically difficult to develop new titles and remakes, including sequels for every Nintendo game that people request. But we are very grateful and appreciate the expectations our fans have for our games. Now, Nintendo's managing executive officer, he didn't promise anything, but they
Yeah.
were a lot more optimistic. During the 79th Ordinary General Meeting of Shareholders in 2019, we were asked if there were any plans to remake the Famicom Detective Club series, and at that time we happened to be planning a remake.
Yeah.
That is an example where we were already actively developing such a title.
And that is a game I would like to play. I just I've been trying to wait till it was on sale to better get the collection.
It's alright. It's really more of a... I feel like you could watch gameplay of it and get the same experience.
I have heard of that, but you know me, I do enjoy me a visual novel or a good murder mystery. So But yeah, that's one you could easily see a walkthrough of.
But anyway, to continue, they said, we cannot tell you if there are any plans for future remakes of any specific game, but during development, we are always thinking about various possibilities that players can enjoy. So, you're saying there's a chance?
Well, it's kind of like both F-Zero and Star Fox are both franchises that people love, and there's a lot of great games underneath those franchises, but they're clearly not Nintendo's big priority. You know, Mario makes a lot of money, Zelda makes a lot of money, Pokemon definitely makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
And even Metroid will make some money here and there. You know, it's like but like those are kind of like the big four. And okay, Animal Crossing. Okay, Animal Crossing that definitely makes more money.
Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby. Okay, so that's your 6.
Kirby's bigger than Metroid, honestly.
You're right. I don't.
What's up? No, you can't have that.
Dude.
Xander's trying to take the cord I'm using to record.
Sorry.
If y'all like your guest appearance of Xander, cool. But the man's a menace. He's a wanted criminal.
Anyways.
Okay.
Oh, forgot to say anything. I got some good news the other day. Yes, I actually did. You don't know this.
Okay.
I got the job I've been trying to get.
All right, man.
Yeah, I have to fill out some clearance papers, but I will be on a help desk soon.
Great, man. Great.
It comes with benefits, $15 an hour starting pay.
All right.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, getting a job is not the case for everyone right now.
Yeah. Speaking from experience, I've been looking around for a different job because I work at a warehouse, and while there are some people there that are nice to me, overall the work conditions are not great, and I have to deal with a couple jerks. I had caught myself.
Was a nice catch.
Caught myself almost slipping. I didn't. But yeah, so work sucks, but we unfortunately are in a country where you gotta work, otherwise you die. That's just facts.
So Unity is.
Oh, we're not sponsored by Chipotle, by the way.
Unity is a game development engine made by the company Unity.
Yeah.
And the company Unity is actually what we're talking about, but I messed up the segue. So, yeah, Unity.
It's fine. We were united in our terrible segues.
Yes. So, recently, Unity. Okay, so 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
During an all-hands in front of roughly 3,000 full-time Unity employees, the CEO assured staffers that the company was not in any financial trouble and that Unity wouldn't be laying anyone off, according to people who So...
Or it would be like It's Always Sunny. There'd be the intro song, and the title would be "The Gang Gets Laid Up by Unity."
Oh my god. Anyways, let's keep going. So, a couple days ago, actually, like 2, Unity began laying off hundreds of people.
Yep.
They finally released a statement confirming the layoffs and that they affect 4% of its workforce, or roughly more than 200 people going off the last employee count. So that's not super fun.
Oh.
And another thing that wasn't super fun, was...
So we're bringing this up, huh?
We are bringing this up because I forgot about it.
Okay.
And it's kind of relevant to our next story.
It is, but yeah, we'll go ahead and...
Did you not want to talk about this?
Well, no. It's just like I didn't have a whole lot of time to really look into this article.
Okay.
So that's why we're talking about this now. Oh, wow.
So Ron Gilbert is... Don't worry, you'll have your time in the spotlight with the next two articles.
Okay.
The last one, that's all you, bud.
Alrighty.
So, Ron Gilbert is the creator of Monkey Island, and he is working on Return to Monkey Island, which was recently shown off in Nintendo's Direct Mini. So, this is their return to the series after 30 years away. Well, over 30 years actually. Monkey Island is a very popular series, and it has a, variety of art directions.
Yeah, and has a devout fan base. It was one of those games where I always heard about but never fully played until years later that I fully got the Monkey Island experience. And yeah, those games are pretty charming and very, very witty.
So, as you said, there is a big fan base.
Yeah.
And the art style it's unique. I don't think anyone could say it's not.
I'll say from watching this, because yeah, we'll talk about the Nintendo Direct next, but I will say, like, when we got to that part of it, I was like, oh wow, a new Monkey Island game, all right. And looking at the art, I was like, what? I didn't fully hate it, but it just took me a while to really process what am I watching. And for a second I thought, is this a remake of one of the earlier Monkey Island games, and this is just the art style that they're choosing to go for? Because is this a brilliant diamond and shining pearl situation where again, that's what I first thought, but you're saying it's a brand new entry in the Monkey Island franchise? Okay, so
it's a brand new game.
All right.
And this article points out that the series has a history of changing the art style with each game. So, as we said, there's a big fan base, and that includes jerks. So here are just some of the comments that were directed at Gilbert. Waited 30 years for this. Just when I wanted to say, whatever you do, don't make it a leftist, multicultural gender BS, I saw this ill graphic style. This can't be saved anymore. We'll definitely not buy it. First off, that comment is very cringe.
Well, it's also, the grammatical... I mean, obviously, everybody misspells stuff on the internet. It's thing. Even I'm guilty of that, but, you would think, if you're going to send a message to the creator, you would at least put a little more thought into what you think. But no.
And this next one, this is the product of a person who hates what he's created and is proving to all of you that he never wanted to make another. So
I mean,
Gilbert posted a message saying, I'm shutting down comments. People are just being mean, and I'm having to delete personal attack comments. It's an amazing game, and everyone on the team is very proud of it. Play it or don't play it, but don't ruin it for everyone else. I won't be posting any more about the game. The joy of sharing has been driven from it.
Well, unfortunately, that's what's going to happen if you're on the internet, dude. Again, it's...
Oh, yeah?
Nobody should be dealing with harassment, unless you're directly harming other people. But if you're a person that's just trying to make content, or if you're getting involved with something, or if you're a creator like Ron Gilbert, and he making a new Monkey Island entry, this is what he decided to do. Understandably, there might be some people who may not like the direction he's going with, but again, that's his choice. It's what he's doing, and it's reminding me very much of what George Lucas went through in the early 2000s. Or even late 90s when he did the prequel trilogy. And while today there are people that come up and talk about how wonderful the prequel trilogy is, how important it is, and how it's one of the best sci-fi trilogies of all time, That wasn't the case back when I was growing up. I remember liking him overall, or especially the third one, Revenge of the Sith. But people, critics, fans, anybody that was like over 20 at the time hated the prequel trilogy and were saying how this is ruining the franchise, how George Lucas is spitting in the face of all the fans for this. And it's like, unfortunately, we're kind of seeing something very close to this with how some Monkey Island fans are reacting to Ron Gilbert's creation right now. And
I'm reading some of the comments. Some of them are pretty mild. Like this this one is. They say it looks like a 2002 Flash animation. The character and scene designs are disturbingly bad. You know, it's a lot of criticism, but it's not like he's saying. Go ahead. It's not like they're saying, "Hey, this sucks. You suck. You should die."
So, I want to say this now. There's a difference between writing a criticism and sending a personal attack to the person. Okay, because this is also a conversation I'm talking about. I don't mean to keep bringing up Star Wars, but you've heard around of like a lot of people involved with the last Obi-Wan Kenobi show, mainly Moses Ingram, a black female actress. She got a lot of hate. Not even just for her character, but just a lot of personal attacks against herself.
A lot of them race.
Yes, and some people want to say oh, if I don't like this character, that means I'm a racist or a sexist. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you, people like you, sending message against her, the actress, just for being who she is, and saying hateful comments to herself. We're not, because I have problems with her character on the show. There's plenty of people who have given thoughtful criticism and have given critiques of the issues with that Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
What did you think about that, by the way?
I think it should have been a movie.
I think there's originally going to be a movie.
I know, and that's why that's why I look at the whole thing, and I'm like, I can see the parts that were going to be in the original movie, and then where they decided to add stuff to make this a 6-part show. Mm-hmm. And it's there's clearly things, especially there's one episode in particular that feels like that is completely unnecessary. But yeah, point being, you can offer criticism without directly attacking someone. And I feel like there's far too many people on the internet who don't realize that. Or if you call them out on it, they somehow make that attack on themselves. And it's if you're directly harassing or trying to threaten to kill people, I don't really care about your feelings. Clearly, you don't care about other people's feelings. So why should I care about yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that we got some negativity out of the way, let us talk about Nintendo's Direct from the last week. It's a mini.
I will call it Mini Direct. I don't know how to.
I squished it.
Well, I don't know how to do Dr. Evil's accent or how it says.
Anyway,
the father.
JRPG fans are. Oh, we're stuffed.
Oh yeah.
So let's just run through all the games that we talked about.
Yes, and more. Yes.
Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. We've known for a while it's coming out.
It's been Pride Month and also been Sunbreak Month. All we needed is a dragon and a.
It's because Sunbreak's gay. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that the new Your Mom Gay? Is that the new?
Oh my god. So
you were obsessed by that meme. I was here one day and you just kept bringing that meme up.
I don't remember this, but I'll believe it. So anyway, this expansion adds a ton of new monsters every season, and a main storyline where the player investigates 3 powerful monsters in a new location called El Gato Outpost. This actually dropped on June 30th.
Yep. Yesterday.
You've played Monster Hunter Rise. Are you gonna get this?
I'm sure I will eventually, but it's sort of like both Monster Hunter Rise and Pokemon Legends Arceus are both games I'm enjoying, but I'm behind on them, and clearly other games have been on my priority recently,
Yeah.
and even a couple other games right here as well. Cause
Wait, this is yours.
This is mine. Fine. So yeah, obviously WarioWare, Super Mario 3D World. Yes, I know.
It's fun.
Old,
We're gonna
but,
make that for the channel.
Obviously, we're doing a bunch of like different Mario Karts. You and I.
Yeah, we do a lot of Mario Kart.
Finally got Smash.
We do a lot of Smash.
I know. Finally got Smash. Oh, you might see me in a tournament one day.
Maybe.
And this is also an old one too, but I wanted to revisit this.
What is it?
Spyro.
Oh,
3 Guy Trilogy. Yeah.
I need to play Spyro one day.
I'd be I mean, I'm almost finished with this, but I'd be happy to play this again, all 3 games again for the channel.
I got a couple things planned.
Yeah.
For not just Xander and I. We will eventually finish our Zelda series, I promise.
Cool.
We're not going to play through every game like I originally planned. That's
wow.
going to take forever.
Yeah.
But I got some plans to involve you.
Cool.
And I'm cooking up something for this weekend, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we just had like a month of Smash Brothers, so
Yeah.
people are kind of sick of it, but...
I'd take a little break from that, but, you know, you wanted little magical dragons, you know, there's no to call.
Anyway. Near
Automata. Near Automata, the end of Yoa. I'm sure I misspelled that one,
is
but...
a Switch port of, well...
Near Automata.
Yeah. It's coming to the Switch. It has all the DLC and some original costumes made specifically for this edition.
Yes.
And its publisher is Square Enix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll down just a wee bit. We'll go back up.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
Because
Your Squeenix. Oh yeah, Square's got a few. Oh yeah, they got plenty this this direct.
Okay, so Square also is, you know, releasing Live Alive.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
yeah.
bad.
It's cool.
It was a Super Famicom RPG. You want to talk about it?
Oh well, I mean, I've never played the game, but like, it's really one of those like it is a cult favorite. You know, I'd say like, I mean, great, you're a big Earthbound fan. I like Earthbound too, but like, Live Alive has a similar fan base in terms of like, some people are obsessed with like the different like characters and everything, and like are super happy it's finally getting a North American release, because this is one of those like, you know, unfortunately like some because there's various like RPGs that haven't come over to the US, yeah, and thankfully, you know, we're getting to experience like this weird crazy time, you know, jumping, you know, RPG thing, and you know, hey, I want to experience it. About time.
So going back in the order that we were originally on, there is a game called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
Yes.
It's supposedly supposed to be some like puzzle game.
It reminds me so much of Killer 7. Again, that one also a very cult game, but had its fair share of fans. I believe the creator of Bayonetta and Devil May Cry made Killer 7, but I could be completely wrong, because I know there's some big Platinum Games fans out there going to say, no, he didn't have nothing to do with that. It was this other person in Capcom that made that. And
We got Super Bomberman R2.
All right. I guess I was more surprised that Konami was making actual game. Okay. All right. For those of you who like mobile games, you know, I'm not really hating, but the Konami ones, they're bad. The Konami mobile games are terrible.
I mean, you know, and this is what you expect from a Bomberman game.
Yeah.
The real exciting one is
the one I'm super pumped for.
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Yes.
It's a collection of 10 Mega Man Battle Network games from the Game Boy Advance. I look forward to this. I always enjoyed those.
Yeah, those, again, in terms of like, this shows you the variety of the Mega Man franchise. And like, you don't have to make any of the sequels for any of the existing Mega Man stuff, Capcom. You can just make a brand new Mega Man franchise, and I think we'd be, well, some old school fans might not be okay with it, but we just love the characters. We love the look. We love Mega. All right, give us some Mega stuff, Mega Man stuff. call it Rockman, the original name. I'm fine. But yes, it is so glad that this is in a collection, and that I finally experienced that all the games, all 10 games. So, yeah, and
we've also got Pac-Man World Repack. So this is it's a remake?
well, yeah, it's a remake, yeah, because there was a few like Pac-Man platformer games that did not get a lot of love when they first came out, because it was like, what's this? This is not Pac-Man, or this. It has Pac-Man in it, but it's like, this ain't the Pac-Man I know, so it's got to be garbage. And only years later did people realize, oh, Pac-Man World's actually good. Oh wow, we kind of screwed up there. It happens, anytime a franchise tries something, it's first hated, and then years later it's like, that one really tried something different, they should have gotten more love, or that's a very underrated game. Yes, it do be like that though.
Oh, it looks good, the update.
Oh yeah, it's just again, I think it was just purely, this is not like the other Pac-Man games, that why it took years for people to appreciate it.
And then we've got Blanc, which is
it's sort of a I think they described it as a co-op like puzzle platformer game, where like again you have like a deer, a fawn and a fox going around in this snowy area. Again, it's like everything's mostly in black and white and gray.
It's monochrome.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, and
it really does look cute.
It reminds us so much of like when companies like Capcom would try experimental things in like the early 2000s.
Okami.
That's what I was gonna say, Okami, and
I never played that. I need to.
Oh, it's so good. That game is so good, and like it got a lot of love and praise and awards, but not a lot of people bought it. It was unfortunately a financial flop.
And then we've got Return to Monkey Island.
As we covered.
Talked about that.
As I said, it again, I'm a little hesitant of the art style, but I'm not gonna go to the creator's Twitter or his account saying like, "How dare you? What are you trying to do? You leftist cuck!" I should not have said that word. That is not a word I say often, okay? So, I don't know why that slipped out of my mouth.
Because that's something they actually said to him.
Yeah.
That was actually legitimately one of the comments. Alright, so Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope. I enjoyed the first Mario and Rabbids. It's actually a pretty fun tactical game.
Okay.
It's pretty solid.
All right.
I mean, Rabbids are, they're annoying, but...
Yes!
The game was actually pretty fun, and after seeing how much the lead developer on it cared about it, and how he was brought to tears of joy when people were praising his game, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot, and because it was also really cheap.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll try it sometime so I can give it a thing, because, yeah, it's the matter of like. Ubisoft try to really shove Rabbids down our throats, my throat specifically. Yeah, it is Ubisoft trying to do their own Minions.
Actually, Minions.
Well, yes. Okay, so yes, and technically speaking, Rabbids came first, but it's still gonna be like those are the two things that just like. Aren't they both French? Didn't like the creator of Minions is also French, or like the creator of the Despicable Me franchise?
I have no idea.
Isn't he French too? So yeah, France. Why are you giving us these little annoying? Poop bags that just keeps throwing at our faces and just being loud and obnoxious? Stop it, okay? Matter of fact, the Rabbids were a spin-off from the Rayman franchise. So it's like,
Minions were a spin-off from the Despicable Me.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Which is funny, we went to see Minions.
I liked the first Despicable Me movie. I think the second one's also okay, but like after the first Minions movie, I'm like, I'm done with this. This has gotten old. And and maybe the new ones are good, but I just don't.
It's not really worth seeing.
I just don't care.
It was okay, but
and while you're saying that the Mario Rabbids games are fun, I might give it a try. But you would think this would be a chance to have Mario and Rayman and a crossover.
Oh well.
The Rayman Orange games are really fun. Those are really good.
I did not get
I'm not even a big Rayman fan, but the Rayman Origins games are really good.
I did not mean to get you out on
I don't know. It's just I don't mean to be this way. It's just the
Anyway.
rabbits. I still have PTSD from those dang on rabbits.
So, Little Noah, Scion of Paradise is a fantasy RPG that is described as a casual roguelike. It looked kind of interesting. I don't know
it's
if I would
cute.
do it.
It's cute, but it's like
It's kind of a basic art style.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like mobile game.
Well, mobile
free
game,
game.
and also like I kind of like some of the Hollow Live girls and then their YouTube channels, but that's the thing. This game reminds me of that you could have easily had like the shark girl and the dog girl in this game, and I would have been they would have fit just fine in this. I'm sorry I don't know their names specifically. I just like occasionally go watch their Let's Plays because Kokoro, the dog girl, like she will do like some of the old games. Like I know she did one for Banjo-Kazooie and Mega Man 2. It's like, okay, I want to see what a younger person is. Yes, I'm an old man, so I want to see how the youngins are playing the old games. So I checked out their Let's Play, and it was fun. That's certainly did a lot of screaming when they kept dying, so that was at least fun. Yes, I suffer now. You suffer too, youngster.
So we've got Railgrade, which is a train system building.
Oh yeah, okay. It took me a minute to remember what that was, but yeah, I mean, there's Flight Simulator coming out for Microsoft, so yeah, there'd be a train game. I need to be careful how I say that because that could be taken in the wrong context. This next one coming up though, RPG Time: The Legend of Wright. That looks adorable. This looks real cute.
It does look pretty cute.
Yeah, and it looks like it's it's showing like somebody actually drawing the little fantasy world and the characters. And it's like an RPG.
Cute.
Like I love this idea.
I would give this a try.
Yeah, it's like how Miitopia became like a big hit. I'm hoping the same thing happens for this one, if it's good, obviously.
Miitopia was fun.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it on the Switch because it's kind of just not worth.
Oh.
Well, it's not worth the increased price because it was originally a 3DS game.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping we do a big Miitopia thing together,
Yeah,
Let's
I
Play
know,
thing
you're
together.
hoping to do that.
Maybe because I want to narrate. I want to have
That's
my
exactly why you want to do
dramatic narrative voice.
Your time will come.
Okay.
So, it does look like an interesting RPG concept. If they release a demo, I will definitely download it.
Same here.
And it's coming out August 18th.
All
So,
right.
Sonic Frontiers, we don't need to talk about that. We've
Okay.
already talked about it.
It's been talked a lot. I will say though, I hope there's more to the island than just what they're showing. Like I've been saying, like, hey, we've been seeing just demos, we've been just seeing just the basic, layout of the game or whatever, but like we haven't seen much of the island. Maybe there's more to explore. They ain't shown a whole lot to explore, man. It does have me concerned.
So there's Disney Dreamlight Valley,
Move on.
which is described as Disney's take on The Sims.
Yeah, it looks like it could have been a PS3 game.
It looks like it was a PS2 game.
I say some of the characters look detailed enough to where, okay, this could be PS3, but it's not like it's like the most cutting-edge PS3 game ever. So, whatever. I'm not even too upset by it. It's just whatever.
Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom,
Yep.
is a farming simulation that's coming out. It's actually
We'll see more of that later.
why?
No, I mean, like, I just saying, like, there were a few farming simulators or farming-like games in the other showcases, and there's a few others on this list as well. I'll say, like, yeah, Doraemon is not really known here in the West. It's definitely a Japanese and mostly other various Asian countries are big into that, but it looked cute enough to where I can imagine, could be sweet, could be fun, could be interesting.
They showed a little bit of Minecraft Legends.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest Treasures is
Wagon
a
Quest
spin-off
Treasures.
from the Dragon Quest series.
And it has like two kid protagonists, so
Yeah.
I guess it kind of fits.
Treasure hunters searching for
Yeah.
loot.
Yeah.
Portal Companion Collection, Portal 1 and Portal 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for that one.
It's out.
Oh, cool.
Why haven't you bought it, Jordan?
I'm broke.
Harvest.
There was a sale for the Skywalker Saga Lego games.
Did you buy
And
that?
I did buy that, yes, and also House of the Dead
Nice.
for Switch. So yes, well that one is like dear to my childhood. So yeah, I wanted a scary, demon game.
Harvestella.
I next time I get paid, I will get the Kirby Forgotten Land. And
Thanks for reminding me that I haven't gotten it yet.
And also, I'm gonna get the Danganronpa collection, because even though I'm a big fan of that franchise, like I have not owned any of the games, I'm finally gonna get it in the collection, the Switch collection.
This does look like a
Harvestella, yeah. So next one is Harvestella. Sorry.
It's another farm simulator game.
Yep.
Yep. It does look like it gives me Tales vibes.
Yeah. And there definitely is more action in this one than I think in some of the other farm simulators. So there is that.
I mean, there's fighting, so that's already more than most.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
hey,
you never saw it coming. Persona. Okay, so first, let me say that I love Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, the fifth one is so fun.
I'm glad you're loving it. I have it. I own it, but I haven't yet to actually play it.
What, 5?
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
and I wanted to play Persona
promise.
5, but never had a PS4. Can't get a PS5 because they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
October 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 5 Royal, the upgraded edition of Persona 5, is coming to the Switch as a downloadable game. So is Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden, although, we don't have a release date on that. And they will all be sold separately.
Yes, and they're not cloud exclusive. You're gonna actually purchase them either digitally or hopefully get like a disc of them, or not disc, but a cartridge of them.
That's what I think that's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Because they were able to get Persona 5 working on the Switch, and they're able to get Nier Automata working,
but not Kingdom Hearts.
But
not Kingdom Hearts.
Cloud.
What? At least Kingdom Hearts 1 should be able to be played on the Switch.
I know, right? That's what I was
At
thinking.
least Kingdom Hearts, and maybe like the Chain of Memories one, if they're doing like the
Chain of Memories.
Yeah, RE Chain of Memories. Yeah.
It's re.
Yeah.
As in remake.
Yeah, you could do either one. Those would fit just fine on the Switch. They could easily run just perfectly.
They were originally on the
fine.
Game Boy. I used to have it when it came out.
Well, also there was like a PS2 version of RE Chain of Memories, or that was the remake of James.
Anyway.
But so, I'm obviously super happy with this announcement. Persona 4 is still my favorite of the franchise, but I've only played 3 of them because Atlas does not want to act like 1 and 2 don't exist. And while I've never played either of 1 and 2, I would like to have the opportunity to, because there are some devout fans of 2, mainly because that's the only one with a playable female character.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that's the only one. Persona 2 is the only one with the protagonist is a female, and the Magician Arcana is female. So, again, it would have been real nice, and I believe Adolf Hitler is a secret villain in that game.
Oh wow.
But I'm not entirely. Again, I haven't gotten a chance to play Persona 2. It'd be nice if you'd let us play it, Atlas. Give us a chance to experience it, so I can judge it for myself.
That's kind of like Elder Scrolls. Nobody really acknowledges the first 2 games.
Yeah.
You hear about Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim.
Yeah.
Which Oblivion is the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I played a little bit of Oblivion, pretty good. But obviously,
Skyrim's fun.
Oh yeah, Skyrim.
I've played it so much that it's gotten boring.
So, everything announced here, I think, is overall pretty good.
Oh yeah.
again, for all y'all that were hoping for Breath of the Wild 2 and Bayonetta 3,
It's your fault. You're disappointed.
Sorry, but like they did say it was it was like third parties only for this one.
Unless it specifically says Nintendo Direct. It doesn't say anything else after it. It's not gonna have Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, Bayonetta is not Sega anymore, guys. It's been a Nintendo exclusive. It's been a Nintendo part of the company for years now. I think Bayonetta 2, that became, entrenched into Nintendo, into Nintendo lore, if you will.
Anyway, talking about the 3.
Yes.
You cover this because I haven't seen anything about it.
Right. So, so my knowledge of the Xenoblade Chronicles is I do like the first one, and obviously, like, we've seen Shulk available in the more recent, Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
But in terms of, like, all the information involving the Xenoblade Chronicles lore and franchise, I'm still a little behind. That being said, what they showed for in the recent Xenoblade Chronicles 3 trailer looks really good. Looks like expanding more on, like, the two different sides of, like, the wars and everything. The two, like, I know they have the names of the different countries and what have you. Point being, still, like, anime is all heck, but, like, every character is British as heck. Which is, yeah. Oh, no. There is some straight up, like, Dick Van Dyke, like, oh, governor, all kinds of, all that super
accent.
thick, British accent. These characters that are super anime in Japanese. It's kind of funny. But, no, man, it's like, I'm at least sticking to the story they're going with, the concept of, like, there's, like, soldiers called terms where they only are allowed to live for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And basically the whole thing is like, yes, they serve their army and everything, but again, they only have 10 years to live, and like most of them don't even live that long because like when they die, their soul gets absorbed by these giant mechs that are absorbing souls on the battlefield. And obviously there's like a band of like, I think I'm pretty sure it's like the two different sides, or like there's like a small group on each side that's like, we gotta figure out some way out of this never-ending war. And because like many of us don't have long to live, like even if we do manage to survive each battle, we're only going to live for about 10 years. And I think that is such that's like some of the best things that sci-fi has to offer when it has, cool, interesting characters, but also has a gripping, like, what if scenario. Like, what if you only have a certain amount of time to live and you've only been used as a weapon of war? Like, the sort of like military state this whole thing is. Like, as I said, we saw like little bits of that in the first Xenoblade Chronicles, and by all means, I'm not entirely sure if all these Xenoblade games are connected or if it's a Final Fantasy thing where they're each different worlds. Somebody in the comments, somebody who's big in the Xenoblade can correct me on this, but yeah, I'm already hooked by the idea of the story for this one, and maybe I'll get around to playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And wasn't there there was another one called Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think. Like there has been more than 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games so far, but this is the official third one. Anyway, yeah, so far so good. They covered a bit more of the mechanics in one of the Nintendo, like in one of the specific videos.
So there was a specific Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Nintendo Direct.
Huh.
And it was 24 minutes long.
Oh yeah, I saw that one, and it's like it did cover like, the intros of the certain characters and the certain battle mechanics. There's sword fighters, there's like the discs, wielder ones. There's like what was it? What they said, like medic gunners, where like they carry they appear like sniper rifles, but like they can also heal people and everything. And also there's tacticians that have like little pepper dolls things that can like surround enemies and everything. And I'm sure one other class, but no, they did cover the basis of like what the battle system is. And yeah, it's like not too different from most RPGs, but different enough, or like it's at least somewhat intriguing. So anyway,
yeah.
As said,
when does it come out, Jordan?
Oh, it's coming out.
No, rely on your memory. If you're so
Oh,
excited
yes, it's coming out
for-
next month. Yes, it's coming out like near the end of next.
No, it's not. It's coming out this month.
Oh, it's July.
It's coming out.
I'm sorry.
July 29th.
I keep thinking it's June 30th, or
It's fine.
I keep imagining a fictional June 31st
Dude,
for some reason.
I keep forgetting it's Friday. It's fine.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Nope.
Fun.
And that's
fun.
it. That's the end of the episode.
Yes.
Seriously though, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We always appreciate the support. Even the comments left by my little cousin are appreciated. And speaking of my little cousin,
Yes.
we're gonna try and get him in a video this week.
All right.
We're thinking about Splatooning.
All right.
And maybe some other stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's here for the whole week, so
Maybe he could have a little education of the history of the games of fighting.
he probably won't play it. Anyway,
Oh well.
until next time, stay cool.
Oh!